I look.
Okay, so when I first got my demos for the Dark Matter 112s, Dark Matter 115s, I got the 12s first, and I set them up in the dining room, which my wife said made our house look like a bachelor pad. But she understood. So I would sit there in the evenings and play with it. I ran guitars through them, all the Peavey mics, A-beat them with Shure microphones, etc. And when I would play Don't Know Why I Didn't Call by Norah Jones through the 112s, I could push the level way up, not even really limited. Before it was the sound pressure level was enough that you're like, okay, I got to turn it down. And they were perfect. I loved them. Had no sub. So when I finally got my 115s in, when I put them up, I thought, wow, these don't sound to me as good as the 115s did. So I hit a friend of mine up who's a pro audio engineer. He's been out with Leanne Rimes, a bunch of rock bands. His name's Braxton. He lives in the Dallas area. He's a great engineer. And I saw him, hey man, what's up with my Peaveys? I really want to know what's going on. And he said, well, what are you looking for? And I said, well, I don't know. I put some Norah Jones on, and I heard the 112s. They sounded great. I put the 115s on. Not so great. And his response was, well, 15s aren't necessarily for vocals. The reason most of the times you'll see a 112 and a sub with either a 15, two 15s, an 18, two 18s, whatever, is because the voices, the frequencies above everything, I think he said, I don't remember what he said, 1500 or something like that, is really going to that 12 and allowing it to be more musical, was the expression he used. And the 15 is more of just an overall speaker for, I need one speaker on a stick on each side of the stage because I want to run a little bit of everything through there, and that's going to be a good application. With the 12, you're not going to get the bottom end because it's a 12-inch cone. You're just not going to get it. You're not going to get the clarity of the vocal range and the other frequencies up above that 1500 frequency range out of a 15 because it's just a different design somehow. So to me, if you're looking for something where it's vocals, maybe acoustic guitars, etc., a 112 is going to be great. And if you're looking for somewhere, maybe somebody's playing acoustic bass or something like that, or a full band application, you're probably going to like the 15s. But you may want to put a sub with any speaker that you use to really send everything below about 250 down to that sub and be able to have the real solid bass that you're looking for.
All right, so what I'm